episode of Cooking with the Devotee. Today we've got a very simple recipe. It takes 4 ingredients to make a very tasty snack, and because of that I've decided to do it twice with slightly different ingredients just to add to the fun. So the first ingredient, important to get this one right, is glutinous rice flour. So it's got to be glutinous rice flour. It's a soft silky flour. And I'm not going to do quantities on this, just you'll know. Depends on how much you're making. You can sort of make any quantity of these recipes, so we're just going to make a little bit today. Right, there we go. Glutinous rice flour. Now to that I'm going to add some tea. Now I've actually got 2 teas here. I've got a Thai jasmine tea, lovely delicate jasmine tea, and the other one I've got is a black jasmine tea, which is actually a Ceylon one, and I get that from Oxfam. So let's start with some of the light jasmine tea. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit messy. Stick your hands in, mix it up. Now what you're aiming for is a soft, silky dough, and this does make the most amazingly silky dough. So I'm just going to need a little bit more liquid in there. And that's literally all there is to this dough. That's just starting to sort of there. So you want a situation where there's no flour left in the bowl, and it's soft and silky. So I'm going to need another drop. Now, so I won't necessarily talk about quantities in this video, and if it gets too sticky, add more flour. Not sticky enough, add more liquid. Really very simple. That's not bad. Perhaps a little sticky. I might just pinch a little bit from that bowl. So yeah, there it is. So it's a really simple dough. When it starts cleaning the bowl up and looking good, it's really, that's all there is to it. One of the world's simplest doughs. It's not worked out a little bit. It's really easy to work. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to make about 3 of the little delights we'll be making today. And so we're going to make another. So over here, this is with the Ceylon black jasmine tea, but other than that it's exactly the same. Right, so I'm going to need a little bit more of this here. This is a dessert that I often will make up if you've got guests coming over, or if you've got guests dropping unexpectedly. By the time you've got the tea on, you can pretty well have made this. Pretty simple stuff. So we're just working this dough here. Now bear in mind, of course, I'm making 2 complete lots. So if you only made one, half the time, and time required isn't much. Okay, welcome back. I just cut about 45 seconds out there as I put too much tea in, added a bit more flour, mucked about, got it right. So we've got 2 doughs here, virtually indistinguishable, except one's made with the dark jasmine tea, and one's made with the really light jasmine tea. They feel pretty well the same. This one's works slightly differently because the tea's a bit warmer. I do make it with the warm tea. You don't want to use hot, but I think a lot of doughs are actually, of any kind, are improved by using warm liquid rather than cold. Alright, so there's really not very much more to do with this. So let's start with the light jasmine one. I'm going to divide this into 3. Okay, so 3 little balls. Alright, now what I've got here is some really good white chocolate. I'm just going to take 2 of these white chocolate buds, 1, 2 that aren't stuck together, and push them into the centre. So just roll it back out into being a spherical little treat. Another couple. And not surprisingly, the last one is exactly the same, except I'm dropping chocolate everywhere. So we've got 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the steamer. And how I'm going to do that is first I'm going to roll them in some sesame seeds, which I've got over here. So just rolling them in sesame seeds. Nice. Try to get them back to be nice and spherical. Sort of incorporates the seeds a little bit into them too. And then what I've done is I've cut some greaseproof paper up into little squares, rectangles. Just put one on each one and into the steamer. Now if you don't have a steamer like this, you can just use the traditional stovetop or a bamboo steamer. Right, now what we're going to do in this one, don't remember this is the black jasmine tea dough, is I'm going to do, well, exactly the same thing, except I've got some dark chocolate. So let's shove some dark chocolate in this one. Obviously this bit's a little bit predictable for you, but it won't take me long. And then what we're going to do is exactly the same, roll in sesame seeds, but this time I'm going to actually use black sesame seeds I've obtained from a Chinese grocer. So some of those. Right, so same concept again. Paper, little bun, and that's actually pretty well all there is to it other than cooking them. So we're going to put them in the steamer, like so. Make sure that's tight, turn it on for about 12 minutes and see you in 12 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll have some of this jasmine tea. Okay, we're back. I gave them the obligatory 12 minutes and a minute or two more, and they're done. So let's take these off carefully without scalding myself. Okay. Now they are an Asian style bun, so they have a slightly sticky texture to them. So what we're going to do is pop one of them there. One of the darker ones. Colour has changed somewhat in the cooking process. The ones made with the blacker tea have got a darker texture. Cup of tea. What guest wouldn't be happy with that? So that's what I'll serve my guests. Meanwhile, we'll just pull one of these apart and have a bit of a look. Basically, we open them up, and we've got a gooey chocolate centre. Who can argue with that? I'll see you next one.